think the most important thing when it comes to food that we may not really think about is less about the food and more about how you make food. It's an experience, ultimately. Because I've been here long enough, I've been able to build a pretty decent community and build trust with that community as well. And by sharing that, even if you come for the first time, you feel like you've known me for the past 15 years.
Well, it's nice to have you, Funmilade. Welcome to Talk with Mo.
Thank you.
I know you're a busy guy.
It's okay, we both are.
And it's nice to finally have you here. Now, there's something different, I will say different career-wise about you.
Yes.
And that's the fact that you do specialty cuisine. Now, I don't know if that's the name you call it.
But it can be.
Yeah. So, but it piqued my interest because it's not the conventional have a brick and mortar storefront and a restaurant and then people come in. This is catering to taste buds one at a time and curating occasions and that experience. So take me into that space and introduce yourself to our audience and then take us into that space.
So yes, Funmilade Taiwo, I'm a private chef. I run private dining experiences, both for people to book for special occasions or through supper clubs that I host monthly and pop-ups as well. The name of the company is called Lamure. It's from my dad's hometown in Ijebu-Ode, Lamure.
Lamure.
So took that out. It's just a way for me to honor the tradition of cooking that I've learned through family. And now we focus on what I call contemporary Nigerian cuisine. So you mentioned I moved here when I was in 2006. So lived here more than half my life. Eating Nigerian food at home almost every single day, but also I've had various influences outside the home. So this cuisine now reflects all of that.
All of that.
Yes.
That's interesting. And when I saw your Instagram page and I saw Lamure, I thought that was a French name.
A lot of people do think the same thing.
I was going to ask you, what's the French influence here?
No French influence
so it is right from
Ijebu. Yes.
Lamure.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. Now, what are the challenges of a private chef?
I think with this specific type of cuisine, it's still very new. So educating people about it, getting people to be interested in it as well. I think when I first started, even Nigerians as well were a bit hesitant. But over time, as people came, we shared more online. People were like, okay, it's not that far out. We can come and try it too. And also it is a pretty unique offering in that you can't just have it every single day. Right. So it has to be catered to a specific audience for specific occasions. But so far so good. We're growing it. It's not the only thing I do. So still being able to grow it on the side has been good. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Interesting. Hello everyone. Welcome to Talk with Mo. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining us today. In the studio, we have Funmilade Taiwo, a private chef, and he's going to tell us more about himself. That is not the only thing he does. So this gets more interesting. If you haven't clicked on that notification bell yet, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? We need your support. We're grateful for it. Please go ahead, subscribe, and share this good news. Welcome. Funmilade, so this is not all there is about you. You're not just a chef by night. What do you do by day?
I am a product designer. So I design software. Right now, I work for a health insurance company, so for people to submit health insurance claims and see their medical professionals online. It's fun. My background is in psychology, so I get to use that in designing things to reflect how people think and their motivations and things like that. So, yeah, that's what I do during the day.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What got you interested in catering, in becoming a chef?
Mentioned earlier, family influences for cooking. My first job in university was at the pub, the campus pub. I worked there for 3.5 years or so. It was fun. It wasn't too serious, but I got kitchen experience. And as soon as I was done university and I was looking for work, it was the easiest skill for me to sort of trade for money, so to say. And so over time, I've always worked in kitchens part time while still pursuing my main career. And then one day it just became too much to balance, and I decided to just go private. I still wanted to cook, and it was I think at the point in time where I was a lot more curious about Nigerian ingredients and cuisine here. Yes.
Now the different tastes,
Correct.
different cuisine in
Yes.
Nigeria. We are
Yes.
foodies. We love our food.
Yeah.
Which would you say you explore more? Is it from the north, from the east, from the west? What kind of cuisine do you explore more?
I do my best to explore as much of it as possible. But I think when I think about certain dishes that I want to create, I go to specific regions. If I'm looking for things with spice, I may go to the west. If I'm looking for soups, which a lot of our dishes are soup based, I go south or I go east because I feel like that's where the best
soups are.
And I'll just say that.
We won't argue with the chef.
There's no that's my own opinion.
Okay, so maybe we get some tips from you. What are these best soups? What are some of the best soups so that we can update our cooking? Ladies, we're going to update our cooking. So
right now, my 3 favorite soups are ofe nsala.
Oh, you got me right there.
Top notch.
Okay,
top
no
notch.
arguments with that
Not
one.
at all.
Okay.
Banga.
Okay.
And black soup right now. Black soup I think is very unique. I think it's from Edo.
It is from Edo. I'm Edo, so yes.
Very, very unique soup. It's on one of my current menus right now, and I think it's people's favorite. So those are my top 3. And then I go north when I'm looking for dishes that people probably haven't heard of, spices that people don't use often enough. Also soups as well. I mean, that's where suya comes from. But there's also a wide variety. It's masa, sinasir, there's mian taushe. So being able to bring those influences, so it just depends on what dish I'm trying to make.
Okay, so this gets more interesting.
Yes.
You came to Canada as a very young man, in your teens.
Yeah.
Now you're calling Mia Twain. What did you call
Mian
it?
taushe.
Mia Taushe. How did you grow your knowledge base of Nigerian, not just the ingredients now, but even how to pronounce them? What region? Did you have to go to school? Or were you self-taught?
Self-taught, but a lot of my trips back to Nigeria recently have been to spend time with chefs. People who are also doing similar things with Nigerian food. Spend a lot of time on the internet as well, researching. And because of these relationships I've built, a lot of the times I can message people and just be like, I saw you've been working on this dish. Can you talk me through your process? Or talk me through the ingredients I need to find? So it's been very helpful. Those relationships have been very helpful. Yeah.
I love how you're so open to learning, because what you find in many of the restaurant areas springing up as they come from Nigeria is many of them are set in their ways. They are not open to feedback or even correction. This is how we do it. This is how we've always done it. But you are saying to us, I keep learning and I keep evolving. That is what I'm hearing, that you go to the internet and when you travel, it's an opportunity to learn.
Yes.
How wonderful is that? So who are the chefs you go to typically that you respect in the Nigerian kind of setting?
Okay. I'm going to do my best to say as many names as I can say.
I'm sure there are a lot.
There are lots. Chef Regs is one of the first chefs in Nigeria to, and I would say, make this career seem possible outside of catering, so to say.
Yes.
Chef Imuteda, Chef Moyo, Chef Michael Elegbede as well is probably one of the most innovative Nigerian chefs of this time right now. Chef Wumi, Chef TYB, trying to remember. There's a lot. And they've influenced you one way or the other.
Yes. So when you think, you mentioned one of them as being one of the innovative people in the. When you think about innovation, what sort of innovation are you bringing into cuisine for the Toronto, the cosmopolitan markets that we have in Toronto? You are in Toronto,
Yes.
so you have many people coming from the
Correct.
GTA, Greater Toronto area. What kind of innovation do you infuse into your cuisines to make it more acceptable, if you will, to or even appealing to a newbie to the Nigerian kind of food?
I wouldn't even say acceptable. I think there's a lot of education that we try to do through it. I think, as you said, when people are cooking Nigerian food, they cook it in the way that they know.
They know.
And I like to show that there's a multitude of things you can do with the ingredients. So when people come and I say, you know, this is black soup, but this black soup is served with squash, with mushrooms, with paneer. It's very different, but you can taste the originality of the soup. It's just paired with other things. And I tell them, if you want to have it the original way, you can also try it in other restaurants as well. So it's more so just, even Nigerians that come as well, I think I'm much more invested in sharing this like diversity of our ingredients and its uses with Nigerians. I love when non-Nigerians come, but it makes me happier when Nigerians are open-minded about it.
Yeah, to see what's possible.
Exactly.
With the ingredients you have already in your kitchen.
In your kitchen, you can do so much more than the things you already do.
I can't wait. I can't wait to have one of those experiences.
Yes.
So your style of catering could be like a fusion.
And you could call it that, of different experiences and cultures.
Yes, because I hear paneer and that's going into Asia.
Exactly.
You're bringing in all of that. And our spices are also similar, right? So we can actually fuse them together and make something beautiful out of it. I'm getting hungry already. I hope you are. If you're just joining us, we're talking today with Chef Funmilade Taiwo, and he's telling us about the exciting world of private catering. So what's your best or to go to? Your easiest and your best. Maybe we should go with easiest because your best will probably be a lot. But if you're back from work, you're tired, and you want to have something nice, but I don't have the time. What's your best or your easiest recipe to go to?
Easiest, probably a fried rice of some sorts.
A fried rice.
And it will have to do with any vegetables and chicken or protein I have in the fridge. Yeah. Sometimes it may mean I'm seasoning the protein with soya spice because that's the easiest spice to reach for. And then there may be other Asian flavors. I love making things with soy sauce, with oyster sauce as well. My dad loves Asian food, so I've learned how to use those ingredients from him. And they work really well. Soya spice works fantastically with soy sauce as well.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. My imagination is going
it's
right now.
There.
Right now. Okay. Soya spice and soy sauce. Okay. Now, if we have a leftover rice, for example, in the fridge, and you don't want to make fried rice, what else can you make with leftover white rice? That people can just, I haven't tried that.
Native rice? Do you like native rice?
I don't mind it. It's healthier.
I love native rice.
It is healthier. That's what we call ofada rice.
Yes. Right? Or like with palm oil, mixing it with palm oil, iru, basil, or whatever herbs you have. That is, it's not my go-to, but it may be one of my favorites. I haven't had it in a while. Now I may have to make it this weekend.
Okay.
Yes. I'm trying to think about what else it may be able to do with leftover rice. You can make crispy rice. But that takes the step further. You have to add other things to it. So it may not be a simple dish to make, so to say. Yes.
Crispy rice.
Yes.
Interesting.
Tons of things to do. Is rice one of your favorite things to eat?
You're making it my favorite now.
Okay.
It wouldn't be, but you're making it my favorite now. Okay. Yeah. Well, when you say crispy rice now, I'm very interested, and I'm sure our audience, they're all interested because the only crispy rice I know is Rice Krispies.
I mean, I know like in Asian cuisine as well, you can make crispy rice squares and then top it with either like salmon, so it's like sushi-esque.
Sushi, okay.
Yes. Right. So you can also do that with, and then top it anything you want.
Now, for lots of people coming in from Nigeria and they're hearing you speak and they're getting ideas, we can actually get into this kind of market. What would you say to them? What would your advice be to them in terms of Is this a regulatory industry? Are people just going to start cooking in the kitchen and inviting people for supper dinners because Chef Funmilade is doing it? What's there to look out for, and what should they not get into?
It is regulated in terms of health and safety. You have to get your health and safety things done.
Yes.
Getting a regular kitchen where you can cook out of that's not your home as well, especially for larger events, is important. But also, I think the most important thing when it comes to food that we may not really think about is less about the food and more about how you make people feel. Right?
It's an experience.
It's an experience, ultimately. So I think because I've been here long enough, I've been able to build a pretty decent community and build trust with that community as well. And by sharing that, even if you come for the first time, you feel like you've known me for the past 15 years.
Well, that's what's happening right
now. Exactly.
That's what your personality, it's just, it comes out, it's vibrant, and people want to be interested in you, to know you. And I think that cuts into your cuisine and the experience you're curating for people. Yeah. So what you're saying is personality.
Personality matters. How you treat people matters as well. Again, it's more than just the food. It's how they feel when they leave, whether you have a brick and mortar or they're just calling you to order.
Right.
Catering itself is not an easy thing to do. It's backbreaking, it's time consuming. Sometimes it's not always the most profitable thing, but you have to love it.
I see, and that's the next question. You absolutely love what you do, and it shows. It shows, and it comes back to knowing yourself, knowing what you want to do, what values you are giving to people, and what you're bringing back.
Exactly.
Wonderful, excellent. Now we're all hungry. I'm going to let my audience go, but before we do that, any parting words for us?
If you're ever in Toronto, follow La Marais and come to one of our dining experiences. We have them at least once a month right now. So we'll be happy to have you.
Are this publicized?
Yes. Typically through our social media and our websites as well, lamarais.com.
Okay, so we're going to put your handle in the description, and even now it's going to be going to be showing on screen so that people can follow and get to know when these events are going to happen. Now, apart from the supper dinners, can people invite you over to their homes and say, "Hey, chef, I feel good today. I won the lottery."
Yeah, I should come. Of course, I'd be extremely happy to. Yeah. So that's also one of the services we offer. Yeah.
How cost effective is it to have a private chef? Because I think cost is something that people are also wondering, can I afford it? But sometimes you're not breaking the bank.
Not at all. When you think about what you're getting, if you go to a restaurant these days, one person can spend about $150 by themselves.
Right there.
So for 3 courses, you're spending less than that right now with us. And you're getting the private experience. We cater to you. You don't do anything. Show up, bring all the ingredients, get it ready, serve it, clean up, leave you to just go to bed.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Perfect. Yeah, it doesn't get any better.
Exactly.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Chef Funmilade, for coming and for sharing your experience. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Continue to support us. We love you. And you know what I always say, until next time, take good care of yourself. God bless you. Catch you later. Bye now.